Melanated doctors and therapists should treat melanated patients because they are not like us.
Black in a white coat.
Black Americans have some of the worst health outcomes of any racial group. Black men have the shortest life expectancies. Black women fare the worst in pregnancy. And more black babies die than in any other race.
So about 10 years ago, when I was in college, I just started fainting pretty regularly. And the very first doctor I saw kind of ignored everything that I said because she wanted to focus on an STD panel because she was convinced that I had tertiary syphilis at the age of 22. I said, don't you have to have that for like 10 years before that would happen? And she said, yeah. I was like, well, I wasn't having sex when I was 12. She refused to believe me. She refused to believe that at that point in my life, I only had one partner. And she just was adamant, would not look at any other options. And then at some point in time, I just stopped going to the doctor. And
Beyond being simply a pigment for skin color, melanin is essential from the moment of embryo development, playing a crucial role in forming the organs within our bodies. Individuals with higher levels of melanin benefit from faster nerve transmissions and enhanced sound absorption compared to others. Melanin also offers significant health benefits, including protection against harmful UV rays and a reduced cancer risk. Its importance spans biological, medical, and even technological applications. European doctors and scientists have practiced and experimented on, and withheld critical health knowledge from Black, indigenous, and other colonized people, including the study of melanin. It is rooted in documented historical atrocities such as medical exploitation. Examples include the Tuskegee Syphilis Study, the Marion Sims gynecological experiments on enslaved Black women, and the unauthorized use of Henrietta Lacks HeLa cells. Similar abuses occurred under European colonialism, where indigenous and African bodies were often treated as test subjects without consent.
I had my gallbladder removed. I noticed after I left the hospital, I was in a lot more pain than I thought I should be in. By the fifth day, I was not able to keep any food down. I had a fever. It was about 103. I reached out to the surgery team. He was just so dismissive. He wouldn't run any tests. I came home and emailed my doctor. She made an appointment at a hospital. So they did the proper blood work and everything and determined that I was septic. The doctor told me once I made it to the hospital, like you couldn't have survived another night like that.
Withholding knowledge. Western medicine has frequently dismissed or suppressed traditional healing practices, even when those remedies were effective, including the essential power of melanin. This erasure served to centralize power within institutionalized healthcare systems while devaluing ancestral wisdom. Biological differences and racial bias. Medical research has historically centered on white male bodies, leading to gaps in understanding how diseases, treatments, and medications affect other groups. Even today, racial bias in diagnostics, assuming Black people feel less pain, persists. Cultural distrust. Because of this history, many people rightfully question whether Western doctors truly have their best interests at heart. Grandma's remedies often come from generations of lived experience passed on from previous generations, tailored to a community's specific needs, something industrialized medicine frequently ignores. Putting an end to misleading, diagnostic information. Debunking myths that illnesses like diabetes or high blood pressure are chronic conditions requiring lifelong medication. Holistic health. Reconnecting with ancestral knowledge about herbs, nutrition, and spiritual wellness that was criminalized or erased during colonialism. The two most key influences on our health are our diet and our mindset. Melanated doctors treating melanated patients is a return to compassionate care, a revival of the doctor-patient relationship. Starting from birth, mother to child, we focus on a healthy diet. This does not imply that Black doctors should refrain from seeing patients from different nationalities or cultures. Rather, it emphasizes the importance of caring for our community. Do you remember when visiting the doctor felt like seeing an elderly family member? Back then, checkups and preventive care were enjoyable and less weighed down by costs. We used to go to the hospital for minor illnesses instead of waiting until they became major emergencies, and most times, Grandma had the cure lying around the house. Welcome to the African Indigenous Innovation Hub for Truth and Development. Imagine a new world of compassionate care, led by a team of dedicated Black doctors who prioritize wellness over profit. At our Wellness Center, we're transforming healthcare by moving away from commercialization, where patients often feel exploited by unpredictable costs for major surgeries and unaffordable prescriptions. We focus on educating patients about the advantages of preventive care rather than just reactive treatments, introducing a holistic approach to overall wellness.